Okay, here goes. My son-in-law Mike gave me a challenge to, well, my daughter too, to create something out of this plastic skull. It's a shrunken head. Um, I've made the ones out of apples years ago, but I don't remember too much about it other than they shrunk and they were cool. But I never made any more. So I don't remember anything that we did to them. So this is kind of a, um, I don't know, just it is definitely a challenge. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm going to put this tissue on here with some decoupage medium, and that'll be how I start. Now, you can use toilet paper, but usually toilet paper has a pattern, and I don't want the pattern. So what's nice about this is it's a natural color. And what I can do is just tear it, because we don't want any straight edges. I'm going to start back here and see how that looks. And, you know, it'll give me a surface to work from. If you are not familiar with decoupage medium, you can make it yourself or you can buy it. You can just use like a cheap white glue like Elmer's or something like that, and mix it 50-50, and that will do just fine. And you want to go up and down, back and forth. You don't want it to be any, you don't want to have a pattern, let's put it that way. And all these little wrinkles will look like you know, part of the head. So don't worry about it being perfect. It doesn't have to be. Okay, I have the entire head done. He looks pretty good. Much better than the black. I can clean up around here, but I have a couple ideas. I may not even do that. I'll just trim this off. You know, this doesn't have to be anything done to that, but boy, he's really looking pretty good, and he's pretty dry. So I can continue. That place isn't dry all the way through because there's quite a bit there. That's okay. It'll be fine. It will dry. So now I have to make a decision on how to do the hair and how I'm going to do the mouth. This will be gessoed. I don't want it wet. I just want like a dry brush application. And as you can see, this doesn't completely cover it, and I don't want it to. In fact, this is not quite as liquidy as Liquitex. I need a smaller brush as well. These are quite old, these brushes. Gesso is really hard on brushes, so always use junky brushes to do it. You don't want to use a new brush, is what I'm saying. You want something that's old and been used and you know, isn't perfect. Save those brushes for the fine details and things like that. Yeah, definitely. This is a better choice. Put that back in the water. Okay. But remember, you want a dry brush. You don't want a wet brush. So anyway, this seals all of this in. It also acts as a base coat. But as you can see, hopefully, I don't know, it's really hard. I actually like this better, but I'm going to be adding some things on it, so it doesn't matter. Okay, everything is dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this on there and wipe it off. Don't want it too dark. But I definitely want it to get into, oh, I forgot I was testing something out. Anyway, all I did was I just mixed some floating medium with some acrylic paint and some acrylic ink to see which one I liked the best. Okay, it's dry. Well, almost dry. It's dry enough. So now I can go ahead and decorate. I may add a little bit more shading and stuff after. I don't know. We shall see. I'm not really sure. I was thinking about making it a little bit steampunk. Man, I would love to be able to put some brats in there. That way it would move. And I definitely want that there. I got two of them, so I can have one on each side. Yeah, get that off of there so it's not sticking up. Okay. I guess it doesn't really matter if they move or not. Let's see what I got in brads. Okay, I have an idea here to put this and need some pliers. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yep, see, that is working out really well. And then when it's dry, you won't even notice, you know, but it definitely has the bone, and that is a good thing. I wanted to put it through here, but there's not really enough room to get it in there. So this will work. Okay, that part is done. I think it looks really good. These are hanging down here, which I will put something there for that to come out, and I'll fray them so that they can hang. But we're getting there. It's looking pretty good. Okay, so now I have a couple other ideas. I was actually hoping that I could cut through here and attach this chain through his nose, just to add a little bit more interest. So that will be something I do in a little bit, but I have to use a drill. I won't be able to do that by hand, I don't think. Probably not. So anyway, it'll be a test. So what I'm going to do, take that piece off. And then I'm going to we'll get to this. And what this is, this pin, was actually the back of a pin, and I saved it, and I made it work for me. A pin, a brooch, whatever. And so now I've just recycled that piece. It was a bit fiddly, but I got it now. I need to get some of my jewelry pliers down here because this doesn't work too well. I have the one, but that's... So, anyway. Oh, boy. Let's see how that works. Get back to my impasto, because that actually is better. So, let me there. And I can do that one's for the other side. And when I do paint that or whatever, stain it, whatever I'm going to do with it, I can just lift the hair where I need it. Not sure if I'm going to leave the hair, but this I like. I like the way that looks. Okay. I like it so far. Not really a lot. Just get it kind of just do a little charcoal in there. Oh yeah, looking better, looking better. Looking good. This will only take a couple minutes because I did it, you know, in the beginning, so. Okay.